Yes, I think. Should we move this up? Tripod adjust. All right, let us deal with the link. Okay, copy this, put this here. There we go. All right, go over here. All right, drawing, sketching, book, art, drain, streaming. Yeah, that should do. Okay. All right, there we go. I think I got the links up. And let's see here. All right, it doesn't say that anyone's in there yet, but okay. I am here and I am in person on stream. So, how is everybody today? I'm trying to figure out a way to do a physical setup for stream. So, yeah, let's just get to doodling. I made this cyborg guy over here. And actually, I am going to get something for my drink. I'll be right back. And I am back. Hopefully I did not miss anything. It doesn't say anyone's here. So, let's just doodle. There's I guess a little doko I'll make over here. Yeah, I've just been trying to, since I figured out how to do a stream using the tablet here, I've been trying to figure out an appropriate stand to get, like, working for recording with, for if I do physical drawing pieces. And, yeah, it's just, here is a little setup I have made to prop up the sketchbook with so it can be on screen. Right now, I'm sort of crouched awkwardly over the sketchbook and tablet in the stand. And it's probably not going to feel good for my pain areas, but that's it's a learning process. Just have Doko in a little action pose here. All ready to attack, probably. Ouch. Will this be better? Well, then I have to move this so that it's more... Yeah, I guess that'll work. Yeah. Let's move... Will this move without... there. That'll be okay, I guess. Yeah, since Doko's been in the tournaments lately, we just have him in a little ready to fight kind of pose here. He's always ready to throw down with the forces of evil. Protect those who cannot protect themselves, type of thing. I've just been out and about all day long, just running around town, and I'm finally back here, able to get work done and stuff. But now, part of that is testing out the capabilities of physically streaming. And right now, it's proven to be very cumbersome with how I have this set up. I have this tripod that I got out of Grandma's closet. And I have it propped up against this chair, what's down here. And I'm trying to find a comfortable place to stand so that I can draw and commentate and not feel any of the areas ignite from being bent over. It's proven to be a bit of a trial so far, but we're getting Doko drawn at least. You gotta have the earpiece there. Some eye there. It is so much nicer drawing not on the computer because I have like physical. I can tilt the thing and I can prop my hand against it and there's no feeling of floatiness to the actual drawing of it. Yeah. Have him a little brow down to show the annoyance in the expression. Characters' hair always comes up quite a bit from their actual skull. So his hair starts like right there. Do that. And that. It's the same kind of style I do for Telemer, though he's a character that is like far older than Doko is, production-wise. I made Telemer so long ago at this point. First ones I made, though, were Barbot and King Shadow. There we go. Yeah, that's a suitably irked-looking Doko. Just getting the hand back into a better position for the pose. Yeah, with the physical drawing, it is a lot easier to just erase and sketch and erase and sketch and modify and stuff. With the digital stuff, you always have to like pause, awkwardly press Control Z, and then get back to drawing, and if you mess up again, you have to repeat the process, and it makes it take a lot longer. It's not as easy to just scribble something out for me. it always ends up being this process of trying to refine things. Because with that, with the pristineness of the digital stuff, it makes me want to pay attention to all the details more. It just makes it take longer. It's annoying, but I have gotten better at the digital portion over the years. But I do prefer the sketch type, like the actual physical sketching to the digital sketching. Eh. Well, we got 2 viewers here, it looks like. It says on the top left of my screen up there. Although when messages are posted, that fades away after a bit on this version of the streaming. And ouch, ow, 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 ow. Okay. Yeah, I'm having to bend over the camera, which is on this tripod stand I have propped up against a chair here. That's just... it's not the best for, you know, the, like, pain area type stuff. I'm going to check something for a second. Yeah. Okay, let's check this. Is this going through? Okay. Alright, it's working. Yeah, I have the camera. I have this set up opposite of my computer, which is like the computer's right over there, and I just set this whole thing up to try and get some sort of like stand to work on. I have these books propped up to keep this propped up here. Yeah, this is the sketchbook I normally work in. Got all sorts of doodles I've done. Oh, that gives you a look at... I've never put this up on DeviantArt, but this is showing the downstairs area. Like, that's the stairs up to where all the tournament participants that have lost are staying at. And these are like the regeneration pods that like the Hawker and Clampjaw and Decker used in the comic issue I'm on right now. And this is just sort of mapping out the sort of how the layout is for the inner areas of the tournament building. Well, this is all tournament stuff. That's a spaceship. Yeah. All of these sketches and painting, doodlings and stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, I got this here. The Lookout. Let me go check something again. Alright. Alright. Let's see. That one is working. That's there. Okay. Well, we got Doko sketched already. And Handgun, I do hope your meal is going to be good. I guess let us doodle you working on that. Okay. Let's just make a little anthropomorphic handgun working on his meal for the evening. Got a little hat there, and yeah. Here we go. Give him a nice little ladle to work with. No idea what he's making, but there's something cooking on the stove. There we go. I have been all over town today. Just walking for miles and miles to get letter delivered and stop at a Thai place on the way back. I've got a Thai tea here from there. Very yummy. Ah, that is so nice. Okay. So if I were an anthropomorphic handgun, I'd put this, the trigger thing for the barrel there. Let's have him have his hand on his hip. And just casually going about his... There's the stove. There we go. And there we go. I guess some legs there. Oh, no, that is the handgun persona. Just some anthropomorphic weapon going about his life. Nice big chin down there. Yeah, that should do. Ouch, ouch. Ow, ow. I really wish I didn't have to bend over for this, but it's the only way to see the screen and... Okay, is that better? Hopefully this'll be better. I am kneeling on an ottoman I pulled over here now. Someone is moving something upstairs. Hopefully I'm not too noisy or anything. That's always my worry when I'm recording, but I somewhat doubt I'm all that disruptive. There we go. Oh, right, and there needs to be a little thing here to guide the eye for when it's firing the gun. Can be his nose, I guess. Although I guess this big hole in the front works as a nose. Well, we need to get in the rest of his arm there. There we go. I got a Doko, a cyborg, a cooking handgun. What else? What else? How's about... maybe a Wesker over here? I remember when they were... one of the descriptions or something for Wesker for remake was saying they were trying to make him look more reptilian-like. Which doesn't really come across, I don't think, because he still just looks like a guy, but... yeah. He is a creepy one. His sunglass wearing self. There we go, and have a nice straight nose there. Always either annoyed or maniacally smiling. Those are his two expressions. And the extremely rare dumbfounded "oh my god, what the hell" face when Alexia just slaps him away. And Wesker always has like these two strands of hair that come down, usually when he's like all ruffled up, but in the old stuff, that was, I think, just part of his character design, was those two little pieces of hair that come off the front. Because you always see that in the concept art and illustrations from 1 and stuff. Krauser and Wesker were kind of similar to me in how they were designed physically. Well, I guess since this is a more realistic character, let's put some shading in here. Without the shading, with the shading just looking like this, it's just sort of looking like his Ouroboros infected self in the ending of 5. But since I'm going to shade it, that's going to disappear into just being grays along the edge of his head here. There we go, and then erase out the areas that are not shadowed, and that's how you do the shading in my comics and stuff. Just take your finger and smudge the graphite. That's how you do it. There we go. And now we can go in with the harder pencil to sharpen it up. There we go. Get the chin. And I was going to put the sunglasses on him, but I don't really think he needs them here. He always has a very sharp nose. There we Maybe, yeah, that'll do. Very angular type of character. And there he is, the mutant that is one of the chosen ones of the New World Order. The Spencer's most productive piece of work. The right to be God is now mine. I sound like a bad Sean Connery like this. Krish. Hello, Daniel. How are you doing? I am, trying out a, live action streaming, which is currently, getting to my pain areas because I am crouched over this camera that I set up on a tripod. And I almost fell off the ottoman I am kneeling on. Oh, ho, ho. So far, we have Doko, a handgun making his dinner. The book fell out from underneath this, so I have to put it back under so it stays up. You get used to the pain. And there's a little cyborg guy up there. I didn't do him on stream. He was just on the page I decided to start the stream on. And there is Albert Wesker, the main villain of Resident Evil. That should do. Maybe some more lines for the hair as it goes further into the background. Helps to blend in with where the shadow would eventually be. There we go. Well, it looks like Doug Tenaple put up a new drawing video a little while ago. I'm gonna have to save that. Yeah, that'll do for Wesker. Now, what do I want to do next? What I want to do next is adjust this ottoman, and okay, it's closer to the stand now. I guess I'll shade in Doko over here. There we go. Shade him in. It is so much nicer just drawing on a piece of paper rather than the computer screen or the tablet, which is not a screen. It's just connected to the computer. It's less floaty, and I can adjust it for however I want to draw and stuff. And the main issue with the computer stuff is it just takes a lot of time to, like, you mess up, Control Z, mess up, Control Z, mess up, Control Z. I got it, and now I messed up something else. It's so much easier to just take an eraser, erase, and then get back to sketching. You get into a bit of a pattern eventually with the digital way of doing it, but it's still not the same as just the simple, natural way of physically drawing for me. But, yeah, you do what you can, and with the resources I got, that is what allows me to make the best looking pictures. The computer is a lot more pristine than the smudges that'll get on the page from my hand going across things. But all the comic pages are done traditionally like this before editing them on the computer. There we go. And oh, Daniel, I was trying to do your commission last night. I'm still trying to get down quite what the design should be, but I am working on it and stuff. So, and I have read the note about their food interests. That is some good Thai tea. Yeah, I usually go down to the Thai place at least once a week. Yeah, today I got the Radnar, which is a wide noodle with carrots, broccoli, and meat, and a side of spring roll. And their iced tea, which is just their hot tea, but cooled in ice for however long it takes to get cool. It tastes delicious. From my experience, the smaller, less fancy Asian places usually make their own tea, which is their hot tea that they then cool for the iced tea. And it usually tastes a lot better than like just the mass-produced iced tea that you buy at stores and stuff, or that other restaurants have on tap and everything. That's ready to fight Doko. Yeah, if we were making toys of Doko, we could have all kinds of variants. The normal Doko, the electroshock Doko, the goggles down glowing blue Doko, the send away 5 box tops in the mail to get special edition Doko that's just a different color than normal Doko. I guess that could be like evil Doko, which is like Doko but with a red outfit instead of blue. Yeah, this goes so much quicker drawing on paper instead of the tablet. It's just with the tablet, the computer makes me want to make it look more cleaned up with how clean the screen is compared to a sketchbook piece. Doko Rapiljo, the hero of the 2300s. Where I guess people would normally say 2300s, but I am not most people. I do things my way. You cannot stop me. To the crowd, to the world, you were so dry. And with the token bird I made, sent it to fly right to your side. With a broken wing you sail, or like winter in July, a barren river wide. I pray for the flood to wash on you. It's here, I'll be with you. Ah, 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 ah. Whoa. That is Peter Murphy. That is one of King Shadow's favorite songs. Okay, we got a Doko, we got a Wesker, we got a handgun making his dinner. I'll just do a quick little slap on black area for Doko. Don't want to spend too much time just filling in the objects. Of course, I gotta think of what else to draw here. I fill up the page so much quicker with it on the physical front than on the digital. Yeah, da da down, ba da bum ba da bum bum. Yeah, da down, bum ba dum bum. Yeah, da bum 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 ba dum bum. When you think your chance is passing by, when you blow your moon away, I bleed like the reed, fall with your knife. It's here, I'll be with you. Bum, bum, ba Yeah, da da ba dum bum. Da 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 bum ba dum bum. Down 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 ba ba da bum. Yeah da bum ba down down down. Down 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 ba dum ba dum down down down. Da down ba down ba down ba dum ba dum ba ba ba. Yeah down. Ba da bum bum. Yeah da da dun down. Dun dun ba ba da bum bum. And since I'm singing the song, YouTube cannot copyright me because I'm not following it exactly as the creator would do the song. Yeah, try catching me in that algorithm, YouTube. I assure you, my garbage voice will be under your radar. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube. Ever since Google took over, YouTube has been going downhill always over the last decade and a half. It's just that there is no real other option, so everyone just stays on YouTube and puts up with the garbage. It's the sad state of the world we're in, but honestly, it is first world problems. It's just some website. We are fortunate enough at all to have a place like YouTube. I just hope not too much is lost starting at the end of this year with their whole taking down channels that aren't active for 2 years thing. They say they won't do it to channels that have videos, but I'm not sure how much I trust YouTube anytime they say anything. I'm trying to put measures in place to save certain channels that, well, the content of certain channels that I know of that haven't been active for that long. I'm going to take a drink of my tea. Ah. Oh, I forgot to color the rest of the hair here. And Doko's eyes. There we go. There we go. Oh, there I am. That was ideas I had for a book. It was a girl that can turn into like this monster thing that's this guy goes camping and they meet in the woods when him and his friends are out there and they don't know that she's a monster thing. It's a cryptid type of scenario. Well, that was ideas I had for a sci-fi video game and play as this guy that had a terminal illness that got experimented on and he can like adapt and stuff. It's not this guy. This guy is like the guy that's in the background watching over everything that goes on. That's like takes place in this giant city that is it's like got all these levels to it, like there'd be bridges between areas and the cliff sides going down into the crevices would have buildings and there'd be buildings on top and stuff, and all the inhabitants feel like they're from different time periods, but they're like heavily warped in everything and are implied to have been there for centuries and stuff. Yeah, it's one of my endless ideas for video games and adventures, and that's a horrible drawing. Oh, that's Professor Cyborg. I haven't drawn him in years. I forgot he was in here. He's one of the bad guys in Lester's stuff. It's a more kid child aimed series. It's still got my type of stuff in it, but not as I wouldn't say Dreamscape is off limits to kids, but it is more kid friendly than the extent of the material in Dreamscape. Oh, and Daniel, yeah, this is the ideas I was having for that character for the commission. So, normal, like, innocent looking, then crazed smile, and then down here is more of the bent out of proportions monstery look. Yeah, that's that. Get that hair out of the way. There we go. Alright. And I think that's all that's back there. Guess we're back to this then. Well, the Ottoman is a better thing to be like set on than just standing over this tripod thing. I'm going to try to reach for these chips without falling, I hope. If you ever hear a crash, it may be the end of my streams, but we are good for now, because I got my hand out of the bag and did not fall over. Now I am eating a chip. I would reference the take a chip and eat it meme, I guess, from years back, but that is severely old at this point. Black's always a good color to put on Wesker. So what do I do now? There's so many ideas that I could go with for what to draw. How's about a, well, I don't really know. I wanted to draw Hilda, but off the top of my head, I don't have in my mind what her exact design is. I've drawn her a few times over the years, but yeah, I'll just try to come up with something. With Hilda, it's kind of interesting, like, at an interesting period right now, because it looks like they're making her grow up a bit. She's taller in the new books they're doing of her. And I do wonder how far they're going to go in the timeline of Hilda. Down. I think Dragon Ball was probably the first series I ever saw that had the characters, like, age and everything. like in a noticeable manner. Obviously, in any series, a character ages, but usually they don't get out of like the height range that the show starts them at, unless it's like a far future ending for the final episode. Like, you do see that. That's more common than like, well, it's still not as common as just keeping them the same height and stuff for the entire duration, but it's more common than the the shows or series where you do get to see them grow up and stuff. Yeah, with Reboot, it was kind of, it was in, I didn't quite understand when I originally saw it what was going on, because all the other characters besides Enzo and Andrea were they were pretty much the same. It's just Enzo and Andrea got older, and I did not understand why that was happening because I was just, I guess, too young to understand the mechanics of their world. But the Reboot is the first series that I would say got significantly darker that I saw when I was little. Because season 3, or the ending of season 2, it gets, that is, that's the first time I can recall where it's like, oh, this is horrible. This is, the heroes are not winning, and everything is, this is a horrible world they live in now. Which made it amazing for that season finale when Enzo comes back and kicks Megabyte's ass and everything. He's, that is one of the most satisfying, like, climaxes to anything from any show ever. Why don't you put that gun away and fight like a real sprite? And then Megabyte's just shaking his head as Enzo gets closer, and then Enzo, like, punches him across the room and dents his chest in, and Megabyte just looks down and his eyes go wide, and it is just so awesome to finally see him getting what he deserves after all that time. And sadly, they never got to make that final movie. Top 10 most aggravating endings to a series ever just leave off on that cliffhanger. Prepare for the hunt. And then it's canceled. That's the last episode. That is so sad. That is how cartoon, well, I guess Cartoon Networks. I didn't want to say that because it's just sounding like Cartoon Network, but Cartoon Networks, that is how they tend to operate a lot of times. I know Owl House had quite a bit of trouble with their being able to end the way they wanted to and stuff. And it'll happen no matter what era you're in. Companies will always just do what they want, and you're at their mercy in the end. No matter how good your thing is, if it's not what their charts say, then it's not happening for you. Yeah, this looks enough like Hilda, I think. I was wondering if Hilda was going to be like ended because ever since the what was it? The book that was Hilda and the Mountain King. Ever since that book, Luke Pearson hadn't made another book of Hilda, but they do seem to be working on stuff again of her. Yeah, the Amphibia kind of reminded me of Reboot during season 3 of Amphibia, because they like get tossed out of the world that the show takes place in, and then towards the end of season 3 they come back and everything in Amphibia is a lot worse because they were not there to like stop the bad guy. And it just kind of reminded me of Megabyte taking over Mainframe, and when the heroes finally get back, it's all just awful. Amphibia got an ending, though, so there is a difference there. Yeah, I'm doing these eyes like I would do them. I can't remember if it's exactly how Hilda does it. I don't know why I'm even concerning myself over that, though. It's just some sketches. Long as she has her floaty hat here, it should be fine. My name is Hilda. I don't learn from my mistakes. Yeah, I like the show of Hilda, but I love the art of the books. Like Luke Pearson's art is always just so magical looking to me, and you can see the evolution over the course of the books because Hilda looks like completely different in the first book than she does in the later ones. Her mom gets like 3 different looks throughout the books because of the style evolving over it. I need to look over those Gendy videos that Shadow puts up on the Discord. It's always material I'm on the lookout for things to like save for later reference. I save so many like interviews and documentary type things for like if I ever do reviews of stuff to have them as like reference for when I talk about things. Let's go on an adventure. Such is the life of an adventurer. I had someone on DeviantArt. At first, it seemed like it was gonna be a commission, but it ended up coming down to they were wanting me to put my pieces on another website to make NFTs out of them so that they could buy them. And yeah, that is not what I'd do. I'm good with making NFTs for someone for a commission, but that's I'm not making my own things NFTs. They're all on DeviantArt already. And I just don't do NFTs. That is not my style. There we go, an older looking Hilda. Ow. Very yummy tea. I am going to get up for a second and stretch. Ow. 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 Knees are locked into place from kneeling on that ottoman. Ayama. Oh. Yes, since he's over here, Unicron says hi. No, I can't get the... There we go. See all his little sharp teeth in there. Oh yeah, this is a very dangerous toy to play with. His horns here, yeah, ow. They go in without any force. They are, I had, the thing that cut me was this, where I was, like, pulling his, like, ring for his planet mode apart into the wings, and there was, like, blood on these wings for a bit. Until I got it cleaned off. That's what you get when you mess with mechanical Orson Welles. I have summoned you for a purpose. I need my paycheck so I can stop voicing this toy for babies. It's always been kind of incredulous to me how, Orson Welles, of all people, was on the Transformer movie. It is not at all something he would care about. They really shoveled out the big bucks for that film. Leonard Nimoy and all that. That is an astounding cast they had. I love in Beast Wars when Starscream is going on about how he defended his great leader Megatron from the monster planet Unicron, and it's just the complete opposite of what actually happened in the movie. It's like, yeah, Beast Wars knew what the fans, what, like, made them happy. I didn't realize until I was older that Beast Wars was like a sequel to the original Transformers show. Partly because I only saw little bits and pieces of the original Transformers show when I was little, and partly because it was just so much of its own thing. Then Season 3 happens, and you see all the Autobots and Decepticons asleep on the Ark hundreds of years before the first show starts. Yeah, that's when things get really crazy. Yeah, they'd always end up doing a uh, to be continued ending to each season of Beast Wars, with a question mark at the end because they never knew if they were going to get renewed for another season. So every season was made with the possibility that it was like a bad ending that it could end on. But they got to the end of the story, so they gave it the actual good ending. And then Beast Machines happened, and everyone just loved that. Big, big air quotes around that. All the all the philosophical wanings and spiritual weirdness that went on in that show. Great ending though. Uh, yeah, you watch Beast Machines for the finale, and you try to suffer through the bits you don't care as much for just to see how it all ends finally. That is such a. The show itself is nothing great, but the way it ends with just the Optimus Primal fighting against Megatron on a Cybertron that has nobody left on it is one of the best, like, scenarios for a finale. Just two guys battling for the fate of everything in the end. One good, one evil. And always the good guy wins, because if the bad guy does, it is not a nearly as appealing finale. Yeah, this cyborg guy up here I drew a few months ago. It was just sort of to show some of the systems in Doko's world, like the ruins and stuff, have the Hagosha bots that like guard them. Some of the systems are set up and some of them for like normal people to integrate into them for like more ancient times, which would be like the 2100s for them. And the the functions are still like functional, but it's not something like normal people would want to do. And people in general don't know about that stuff by that time period. But this is like an example of someone that is determined to get something done, so they like integrate themselves into the systems, and you can see like the mechanics have torn out organs and stuff, and the wiring is like snaking up into their body and everything. Just the desperation of someone who feels they need to get their mission accomplished at all costs. No idea if it's ever gonna be a character in the comics, but it is an example of how some of the things in that world can work. Yeah, I could add some blood there to like show the internal injuries, but this guy looks like he's been integrated into the system long enough that there's probably not much injury left. Got a little scouter here that wraps around from this big panel he's connected to on the back. There we go. Yeah, hopefully the setup is all right. You guys are able to see everything as I work. I can see the screen periodically, but I have to like look down because it's like below my face. Although, I guess I could look at the screen while I... No, that's weird. I can't... My mind is not properly like registering the page when I look at the screen while I'm drawing. Yeah, because my eyes are at the angle that the page is, and the screen is at a different degree of viewing. There we go. Got this little cord here that connects into the back area. Not sure what it is. Maybe it's some coolant that's going into his face, keeping the brain and eyes at the right temperature. The brain is all you really need to technically be alive. It's not the most pleasant existence, but it is an existence. Put in some shading back here to... There we go. There's the head thing with the jewel on it. And he's got this just pure angry expression, trying to eliminate whatever enemy he's encountering. Guess let's make the eye all black. The pupil will be lit up. A way to having to always do a character that you know is evil is to make the like eye completely black and then have the pupil be like just red. Red pupils are always a sign of like evil and stuff. They do when they do characters in Dragon Ball in the manga, when it's like the rare colored pages you'll get to, when characters are angry, Toriyama would always color them with like red eyes on the limited color pages. The full color pages, I think, would usually have black, but the limited ones, when they were angry, would have red. Okay, there's that. And make the nose more defined. There we go. Then he's got this big drill hand here. His real hand was like torn off by the conversion process and replaced with this. Yeah, there it is. And then the drill part. Makes me think of the Mega Man Legends where you can get a drill for one of the upgrades and just right into the enemy and they'll eventually blow up. Or Kirby 64 where you can get the drill power up. Yeah, there's a good old cyborg guy. Hagoshabot converted one. Yeah. Books are falling all over the place. My stand is getting completely messed up. There we go. That's better. Okay, that's focused. And I'm going to stand up to stretch again and get my drink. Yeah. Get some chips. Check over here for a second. All right, that's working, that's working. Okay. There we go. Drop the tablet casing. But that doesn't matter because I have the tablet off of it right now. My auto. Oh. Okay. Oh. Put this over here. This is one of my favorite Dragon Ball gashapons. It's the pirate robot that Goku fights during the Red Ribbon Army saga. I always love the design of this thing. It is so cool. You can see it's got sort of the cell-like tail for the texture of it. But all right. Resituated. Let's see. What else should I draw here? Preferably, I would have some sort of setup that had me able to just stream all the time and draw all the time. But I don't got that. I draw Bowyer, but I don't know what I should draw Bowyer like. It would be neat to do a whole big picture of all the Discord members just hanging out and stuff. But I have no idea what half of them would look like. I know what I look like. Which I guess I can doodle me. Actually, I should do it up here. When drawing an Edward, you always have to have the glasses operating as the eyeballs. They can be removed, given the cyborg-type nature of the character. sometimes do my tongue sticking out there to give a sort of playful feel to the character. I always love animating him. Just wish it didn't take forever to do. I think the most animated I've ever made Edward18 is in the introduction of that Dragon Ball video where he's dancing and singing and stuff, and then realizes the camera is watching him and slows to a stop and blushes in embarrassment. That video, the Dragon Ball video, is the most I have ever animated Edward18. I animated him a few times throughout like the Earthworm Jim and Bionicle videos, but the Dragon Ball video is where he has the most on-screen presence. It's the type of screen time I hope to make the norm going forward for the review videos. It's just that it takes forever to do, so the videos don't get made that often. I have been working on the script for that Resident Evil review video, though. And just have him doodling. I need to get to work more on scripts for videos for later, when I make reviews later. I have the time to actually record stuff right now. I just need to actually get to writing review material. Since he's drawing, we'll have him looking down towards where he's drawing. There we go. That's the Edward. I always have people say that I look younger than I am, which I think is true for my family in general. I think that's just the genetics of the family. Yeah, let's color the hair at least. And I guess the coat. I always do the coat dark. I don't actually have like a dark blue coat or anything. It's just that it worked with like the green. I made it his color scheme a mix of 3 colors, which is green, dark blue / dark purple, and peach tan, I guess, for the skin. Because doing the dark areas like completely black will make it just impossible to see in some scenes, so you always want to go with like a dark blue and stuff. And then green was the color of my eyes, so I made that the secondary color of the design. Black is what my hair is, so I made the dark blue, and then obviously my skin color is my skin color. So that's how the color choices went for Edward18's design. Or edward18. That is like his serial code, implying that he's like a line of Edwards and he's the 18th model or something. Let's see. Do I have anything else of interest in this? Oh, well, here's yeah, those are other. That was for Bowyer. That was for Shadow. And that's this Patreon picture of, I think, 2 months ago. And then here's more of Slinky for Bowyer. Then there's the last month's Patreon picture for Shadow. And there's ideas for a combination character of Sorry and Bumblebee. Bionicle sketches for a possible someday prequel comic to Bionicle, showing things from Makuta's point of view up until he, like, betrays Madanui and stuff. Or starts impersonating Turaga Dume. I never knew how to pronounce the names of the Bionicle characters properly until the movies. Even then, I did not care for some of the pronunciations. Here's the next comic page I'm working on. Yeah, this is the fight, and that's only like half of what it's going to be. Maybe a third of it, but that's all I have drawn of the fight. There's a Bowyer one. Yeah, that's most of what the sketchbook was, I think. Alright, there it is. Ow. And then, this was in there, but I took it out because I'm drawing, because I don't want the paint to get onto, like, the back of a page where, like, it'll get into where you're etching out the lines. Just don't want the paint to, like, rub off from the piece. Okay. Do I do anything else? Let's get another chip. Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Oh, I have all of the Japanese Transformers Armada on my computer now. Or Micron Legend. I guess maybe pronounce it Micron Legend. Micron Legendo. I think it'd probably be like that. Bow. Oh no, Goku! You came off. Come on, get back on there. Yeah, these gashapons fall apart really easily because they're those toys that you find in vending machines, only in Japan it's like they actually care about the quality, so it's like actual good vending machine toys. How did I have... Well, there goes Goku. His planet needed him. I'll deal with that later. What matters is the pirate robot's there. He's the cool thing. And, actually, there are other figures I could get. Yeah. Well, I'm going to try to think of something else to doodle here. Maybe, Jak and Daxter. Well, Jak and Daxter was the first PlayStation 2 game that I ever played. That and Sly Cooper over my friend's house back when they came out. Yeah, I had never in my wildest dreams thought that video games could look as good as they did once I played Jak and Daxter. I guess do the pose like this. And then, there we go. Here we go. Now, I don't draw Jak enough to really have his, like, outfit and stuff down, but I do remember the basic shape of him. And I do have, like, a Naughty Dog art book. Actually, I have that. Well, why don't I just go... Yeah, I'll just go get that. Okay. Alright, everybody, say hello to the Naughty Dog art book. I'm bothering to get this out for... Oh, there he is. That's older Jak, but... Let's see. There's a young Jak. Okay. Let me have this over here. Put it off to the side. Nope. Don't fall. Oh, it's because I don't have... Okay, I'll get some books to put under it. Yeah. Okay, just balance on the pirate robot. Okay. Let's get some books to put underneath it. I forgot I had this lamp on over here. It's not really doing anything with the sun out, so I'll keep it on, I guess. Oh, it's too heavy there. Okay. Yeah, that should work. Now, okay. Yeah. Get some more books to put under this side. I do hope this stream is not too boring or anything. Okay, open the pages. There's Jak. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. Alright, got the book open. Let us sketch out Jack. Yeah, I always like when it comes to the Jack games, I've always tended to like the Jack 1 the most in a lot of ways. I guess Jack and Daxter, it's not Jack 1, but it is the first game of the series. The Precursor Legacy. Whenever people say Jack or Jack and Daxter, you know which games they're talking about. My mom has seen that I do stream, but she hasn't watched a stream, I don't think. And if she had, you guys would probably have known about it, but I don't think they really understand or care. Like, I don't think they understand the streaming thing. The, for my dad, and both my dad and my mom, they have said before, why are your videos so long? Who is going to watch that long of a video? And that's like when they've seen like the length of the review videos I do. And yeah, it's something I don't think they understand. But they do enjoy my artwork and stuff, so they do enjoy that aspect. But nah. Once once I get like 5 bajillion subscribers and all the money and whatever, I'm sure that'll change the like view on it. But for right now, it's something that pretty sure they don't quite understand. Oh no, they know what I draw. It's I don't think they truly like believe that this type of thing can work out for me in the end. I think that's what they think. It's not something they directly say, but it's the feeling I get. They are both artists. Mom was she taught art for like kids and stuff, and dad was a 3D animator. So they do know the type of material. Yeah, it's I've always felt like I've kinda kinda just been had myself to rely on when it came to how far I am going to get or not get in my endeavors. Because at the end of the day, I don't think people in my family truly understand, like, the type of stuff that I intend to get done and in that I will like sacrifice everything for. I don't think they quite understand the extent of how what all it means in my eyes. That I might be someone that will eventually care about the what happens to they themselves and stuff. I'm the type that will just sacrifice like everything for what I believe I should be doing. Yeah. No, I'm not. If I were a normal person, I would have not been doing this for as long as I have. Jack's got all these, like, straps coming off of him. Never quite notice it during gameplay and stuff. Jack and Daxter were born out of the idea that the PlayStation 2 needed a mascot, much like the original PlayStation had Crash. The game was originally conceived with 3 main characters, but Jack and Daxter quickly took hold and developed into the leads. Oh, they don't. That's not. There is nothing that I could draw that would get me in trouble, Bowyer. Do not worry about Bill. This. Worry about that, but do not worry about what you were worrying about. Ouch. Oh no. Ow. Ouch. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Ow. My body is in one piece. That's fine. Okay. Let's just finish doing up Jack here. But yeah, no. Bowyer, do not ever worry about what I draw. There is nothing that I draw that is going to get me in trouble with my parents. They are, even if they were offended, which they probably would not be, they would just be happy I would be showing an interest in any kind of sexuality, probably. But no, I'm an adult and they are adults, and they know that I can make my own decisions, so whatever I do is my own business. You always feel kinda to me like you need to apologize for things that you really shouldn't apologize for. Everyone has their interests, and with how long I've been on the internet, I have seen it all. None of it is of any offense to me. Oh, there's Jack. He's got one goggle that is giant and one that is small. I believe they gave him the small and big goggle to emphasize the racing aspect of his culture. And he's always got this crazy hair. Fun fact, the hair of Jack is what inspired the hair of Mech. The how it has 2 different colors and is like all up in the air like that. Mech has like red and then yellow, and Jack has green and then yellow. And that was one of the inspirations for Mech's design. The other was working off of, well, that scientist kid character in SD Gundam for like his goggles, and I think Ed from what was it? The anime Cowboy Bebop. And then the rest of the design was like coming off of a design of a previous character from my stuff. That is how Mech came to be. Yeah, that's a pretty good Jack, I'd say. Well, other than that little mishap we had, the stream seems to have gone pretty well, I'd say. Alright, he has this little arm guard here. And then the other one is a strap with just cloths covering it. Obviously, Jak and Daxter, the hyper-advanced ruins in their stuff, were part of the inspiration for the ruins, like the hyper-advanced ruin idea in Dreamscape. Although that comes also from various other series that have done that. Mega Man Legends, the Nausicaa, just all sorts of different series. It's a very popular setting for the more futuristic things that don't want to just be like super advanced looking themselves. Have it be part of the backstory. Oh, there's Jak. Let's fix the eyebrow up a bit. There we go. Oh, hey, G-Star, how are you doing? We were just doing a physical stream here. It's I kind of fell once, which knocked the tablet screen out of where it should be, but I survived. So here we are. We've been going for about an hour and 45 minutes, and probably going to be finishing up here pretty soon. Yeah. I guess I just got done drawing Jak from Jak and Daxter here. And I guess if anyone watches or played that series, here's a bunch of concept art from the art book. It's ideas for Jak that they had back when he was just the hero guy, and there it is developing. Various characters in the game. Storyboards. The vehicle, the zoomer. There is so much amazing stuff that goes into game development in general. Precursor robots that they didn't end up using. And there's the one that's in the final game. And Goal and Maya, named after Goal, the custom compiler. And Maya, the 3D software. Maya was the program that my dad used for his when he was in the animation industry. Yeah, that's oh, if you want Crash Bandicoot, they got his stuff in here. Yeah, there he is. A lot of the concept art, they brought in a guy that I'm actually friends with on Facebook, Joe Pearson, to work. Like, he was a actual working in the industry cartoonist to try and help them to figure out how to make a proper cartoon character. And there's Tawna, who disappears after the first game. I remember a lot of the concept art that's in here used to be on the Naughty Dog website. I used to go on it back when it was still active and stuff as the Crash Bandicoot website. Little Terminator reference there. And Crash Team Racing. Obviously, I can't fit this all on camera because the sketchbook is under here. But yeah, that's just one of the many art books I have. Ouch, I'm going to stand up again. Don't have the knees lock into place. Here's another Unicron intermission, I guess. Hello, viewers. Okay, I think we got room for... Okay, we got a Cyborg, Edward, Jack, Wesker, Hilda, Doko, and Handgun making his dinner. And I guess to end things off, let's do another video game character that I loved the game of. Arguably my favorite game when I was little. Earthworm Jim. The worm, the myth, the legend. I didn't realize this until, like, the other day when I was, like, on a Discord, Earthworm Jim Discord, but the model that they use for Jim in the canceled PSP game is one of the redesigns that Doug did in, like, his sketchbook archives. Oh no, I have, being that I have not gotten too much exposure to Pizza Tower, I sadly have not done art of it. I know it's the hot new game at the moment, and I have seen it during development quite a bit, but I myself am hardly ever up to date on what is the popular title. I usually get to things years after they've come out, sadly. Yeah, always gotta have the lower lip out for Jim. And always get the crazy eye and the more normal looking eye. Yeah, the guy that did the artwork for the, like, box art of Jim is Mike Kelsch. And he is an amazing artist. Let's get this propped back up. Oh, now you can't see it. Oh no, don't fall. Don't fall. Do not want the Naughty Dog book falling. Let's get this hooked back onto the one underneath it. Get these books out of the way. Did not think my day would be, like, this adventurous, but you live and you experience stuff. Everything is a new endeavor all the time. Yeah, here we go. Now let's make the teeth more appealing. Jim always has... It always comes up to here, and then I think it bends. Also depends on who's drawing him. Like Mike Dietz and his team, they don't follow exactly how Doug designed everything, I don't think, in every frame. But it's a general idea, usually. Oh, well. At some point, I might do a Pizza Tower thing, but if you want me to make something, I am always open for commission. That is the, like, surefire way to get me to make something. But otherwise, it'll be at my leisure, and if I ever decide to do the thing. Yeah. No, the latest commission stuff is Bowyer has a commission that I'm working on. I have to get a Patreon pick done for Shadow. And I had someone that seemed to be wanting me to do a commission, but it just ended up being that they wanted me to upload my stuff as NFTs for them and stuff I've already made of my own things. And yeah, I'm not about the NFT life. If they want me to make an NFT for them, I can do that, but otherwise that's not my territory. Yeah. Jim's always prone to the grr type of expressions. He's either super happy or super crazed anger looking. It's always nice seeing, like, when his suit does things by its own. Oh, that was weird. The tablet did something. How it has, like, its own personality and things. Oh, there we go. I'm probably gonna have to redo the thumb here. Yeah, Jim has 3 fingers and then a thumb, or 4 fingers if you count the thumb as a finger, because the alien characters in Jim's stuff all have 3 fingers and a thumb, whereas humans have 4 fingers and a thumb in his stuff. That was how, like, Doug designed the mentality of how to make things distinct. Yeah, no, I wasn't going to do the NFT thing. It's first off not my style, and secondly, I've run into my fair share of scammers trying to get my art over the years by this point. There's always sort of signs that you pick up on. Like if they're offering you hundreds of dollars right off the bat, that's usually a scam. Like if they don't even like discuss anything with you beforehand. And yeah, it's there's signs to them. Oh well, thank you, Bowyer. I'm always I'm always just trying my best. Well, this isn't the best earthworm gym ever, but it is a gym. Let's have his eye looking more out into the distance. And he always has these, like, rings that go around the tail of his head. It's like some 60s Hanna-Barbera type design for like future things. Have the rings go around the outside of a figure. Yeah, yeah, I do what I can. It's always. I'm just glad you guys seem to like the stuff that I do. Being who I am, I always assume no one will like what I make, but over the years, I've come to accept that there are people that enjoy what I do. Oh, there we go, there we go. That's good. Ah, bo. And then Jim's design has eyelashes, but a lot of times they don't bother with them. Because I think it does clutter up the design too much at times. Oh, well, I am happy you all enjoy my stuff. That means more to me than you guys could understand, probably. Ah, all right. Yeah, I think this will probably be the final sketch that I do. And that's about. Let's do handgun over here. Just make him a bit more defined. He's working on his dinner and stuff. I assume you have your dinner eaten at this point, handgun. Ouch, ow, ow. My foot is hurting. I got plenty of food here, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna make after this. Oh. Yeah, we got handgun, we got Wesker and Doko and a cyborg guy up there, and I got the book moved out from underneath the sketchbook again by accident. There we go. A nice cartoony handgun. Okay, there. And I think that about does it. We've mostly filled out the page here. There I am up there. Jack, Wesker, Hilda, a very crazed Jim, handgun Doku, cyborg guy. And here is the most recent painting I've done. The reference sheet for the Lookout. The main mobile base of the observers, the aliens that destroy our society in our time period in my stuff. Ouch. Ow. Standing, getting legs locked back into place. Ow, stretch. Well, I guess before I go, let us, what should I get? I had something in mind. Nah. I will be right back, and I will either have something to show, or it will be the end of the stream. But You guys sit tight and I will be back momentarily. Okay, I remembered what I was going to get when I went in there. Get this out of the way. Get these books back up. Grandma had so many. I'm not sure why she had so many Tolkien books here, but here is the first video game art book that I ever got. I love this thing. It is so like shiny and holographic. It is the Mega Man Zero art book. Let's see. Should I get this out of the way? Need to find a place to put these stands. Okay. Get these out of here. There we go. And here it is. The Mega Man Zero art book. Some of my favorite stuff of Mega Man. Yeah, this was... I forget when I got this exactly. It was like around 2015 or 16, I think. And it's... I'd always seen art books, but I'd never gotten one for a video game. And it just looked so cool, because I always loved the art of the Zero games, so I just had to get it. And once I saw what was inside, it like has all these like concepts and everything later on that it's not like all the concepts they came up with, but you get sort of a behind the scenes for how things were made and some of the designs they thought of for the characters and stuff. Yeah, and ever since then, I've always been on the lookout for a good art book. Yeah, here it is. The stuff at the back. This was like the original ideas they had, where like Mega Man X was evil and stuff in the future after the X series, and Zero was having to go against him. Sort of working off of how X4 ends with X saying if he ever goes Maverick, if Zero can be the one to kill him and stuff. But in the actual final version of the game, it was a copy of X. Here's the guy that becomes the main bad guy by the end, but this is like an idea they had for him as a like child version, but in the final product he is a old man. And where is he? Not that, not that. I can't find him. He would be... Here he is. Yeah. And there's the child idea. There's how he is in the final. But yeah, we're getting to the end of the stream. I just wanted to show this off. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Here's one last look at how the picture turned out. Here's some other pages in the sketchbook. Concept art for things in the 2100s in my stuff. A operative of the Golden Hotel that's in outer space. And that's, this is about it, I think. But, thank you all for tuning in, and I have loved doing this. Perhaps we will do other physical ones in the future. And, yeah. I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.